The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A Democratic Republic of Sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
And we are in the Wicked Weed studio as always. Check out our friends at wickedweedbrewing.com. Wicked Weed Brewing, drink different. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. And we roll on with our draft prep here in the Sportsocracy. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get all of the content going out before the NFL draft kicks off on Thursday. And we are going to be live for all of the instant reaction to all 3 days of the NFL draft right here in the Wicked Weed studio starting Thursday night. The Dallas Cowboys 7-round mock draft. They've got the 10th pick overall in the draft. There's been talk about Jerry really wants to move up and get Kyle Pitts. He's got the sugar plums dancing in his head. None of that's happening, I don't think. They will stay at number 10, and I think they will take Patrick Surtain out of Alabama.
There's really not any knocks on Patrick Surtain. To me, he was bred to be a corner. His dad was a high-level corner in the NFL for a long time, was coached by Nick Saban in college. There's really no dings on him. He's scheme versatile. I don't see a negative on the guy. He's a ready-made number one starter, and I think the high end on him, he could be Patrick Peterson level good.
Who better to teach you how to be an all-pro corner in the NFL than an all-pro corner? And that's what he has at home. So not only is he getting, great coaching at the college level, but he's also got it at home as well. I foresee him following in his father's footsteps, probably being an all-pro at the NFL level as well. With their second pick in the draft, at number 44 overall, Ronnie Perkins, the edge rusher out of Oklahoma.
I like Ronnie Perkins a lot, 6'3", 250. I'm curious if he's going to be a three-down lineman, in the NFL. I'm not sure that he can hold up against the run. Run defense, he graded out great in the Big 12. Not the greatest. No, not exactly the most prodigious rushing conference you've ever seen in your life.
Right.
There's some tape on him when he played against teams that were not in the Big 12 that he didn't look as good against the run. I think he's going to be a high-level pass rusher regardless. Hand in the dirt, opposite DeMarcus Lawrence. I like him there. The reason that he goes in the second round to Dallas as opposed to the back end of the first round, I'm not sure he's a three-down guy. He won't be to start. He won't have to be to start. Can he learn to be that? I don't know. I'm not bullish on it, but I think he can.
Jerry Jones likes weapons. Dak Prescott could get another weapon with their third-round pick, or their first of two third-round picks. Taking a tight end out of Miami, Brevin Jordan. Can he be a starter at tight end in the NFL?
I believe so. Not exactly we don't know what he is as a blocker because he's never asked to do it. I don't have the number in front of me, but I think he only had like 30 designated blocking assignments in his entire last year at Miami. I look at him as a guy here, and I know this is a lazy comparison. He reminds me of Chris Herndon. He's a more athletic version of Chris Herndon. He will immediately be one of the fastest tight ends in the NFL. I don't think he's Kyle Pitts fast, but he's pretty damn fast. He would be a target that I know Dak Prescott would really like. Mixing him with Blake Jarwin, I think, pretty formidable.
At the 99th overall pick, Tommy Tremble, who played at tight end in Notre Dame. You see him as a fullback in the NFL?
They have to find a way to get the most out of Ezekiel Elliott. You're stuck in that contract. The line's not going to get markedly better because who are you going to replace? Who do you really look at and go, yeah, I'm going to replace that guy? Yes, they're aging, all of those things. Tommy Tremble's a guy that can play tight end. I think he's a high-level H-back, and I know a lot of people are going to say that's really high for an H-back. Not really, because he can do a lot of things. This is a guy that can be on the field every play of the game. I think he would unlock the potential in Ezekiel Elliott, bring the running game back. Pro Football Focus said this, and I'm just going to go right along with them. I think he could take Kyle Juszczyk's mantle as the best fullback in the NFL.
Wow.
I know the third-round pick on him is high, but if you don't take him there, you're not going to get him because if he's there in the fourth round, the Jets or the 49ers will.
Also, 2 picks in the fourth round for the Dallas Cowboys at 115 overall, Brendan James, the offensive tackle out of Nebraska.
pass blocking guy predominantly, needs to add some bulk to the frame. I do think he can be I think he's a guard in the NFL, but I think he can be a tackle if he's coached right and bulked up. Markedly better pass blocker than he is run blocker. This is a guy that I see as a sixth swing tackle. Notice, again, I'm trying to bulk up the run game because you weren't good at it. Big investment to Zeke. This is a guy that I know they've talked to and a guy that I know they like. I think he can be a tackle in the NFL, but he's going to need some work. Developmental guy, but could come in and play immediately as a swing tackle in the league.
Now you got Ezekiel Elliott on this team. Tony Pollard, I think, is one of the best backup running backs in the league. You got him taking another running back out of Ohio State, Trey Sermon, who famously ran for 1 billion yards in the Big Ten championship game. Other than that, the tape is for him.
It's not so much that the tape is It's that there's just not enough of it. The high level, there's not enough high level. Most of his production was confined into a 4-game stretch. I don't think Jerry Jones is going to be able to watch Trey Sermon fall and not be the one that catches him. And I'm not saying this is a shot at Zeke. I'm not saying this is he doesn't believe in Tony Pollard. I think Trey Sermon could be a starter in this league. And if they lost any inkling of belief in Ezekiel Elliott last year, this could ultimately be the guy that replaces him with Tony Pollard. Do I think that's going to happen? I don't know. But I know they've been all in on Trey Sermon. They've talked to him more than any team in the league. He's said it twice.
Wow.
That tends to tell me you're in on a guy. Why? I don't really know. But they seem to be in on him when prospects, how do I say this? When teams say things in the draft process, I believe very little of it. When prospects say it, I tend to believe it because they want you to know who's after them. He has said it about the Cowboys.
All right, they need to beef up the secondary. They take care of, a cornerback slot with Patrick Surtain in a first round. Damar Hamlin, can he be a usable piece at the safety position in the NFL coming out of Pittsburgh?
I believe so. He's very, very good against the run. I think the second highest graded safety in this draft class against the run. He's a piece that can come in. I think he's a split field safety. This is not a guy that can go one high. Good thing is I don't think he's going to be asked to go one high. Body type's good, 6'1", 195, long frame, long arms. He has all the makings of being a really good safety. He has really good eyes, too. The biggest two knocks on him are he has had some injury issues in the past. I think he could fall a little bit into this range because you're not getting great medical evaluations with no combine. The other thing is he's much quicker than he is fast. Straight line speed, something he's going to get dinged on. I could see him falling into the 5th, maybe even the 6th round. And Dallas would be a great landing spot for him.
The first of 2 picks in the 6th round for the Cowboys, Zach McPherson, cornerback out of Texas Tech.
There are a lot of things he leaves a lot to be desired. However, he's a very physical corner. This is a guy that I see as a gunner on special teams on day one, and I think he could be a damn good one. Again, quicker than he is fast, but he was very versatile, played 145 snaps in the slot last year. I think you can move him around. Developmental piece. You can't teach a guy really to be as physical as he is. He doesn't close well. Again, quicker than he is fast. I think he's going to have some trouble in coverage in the NFL, but I think he can be a special teamer from day one.
All right, tell us about Mustafa Johnson, defensive tackle out of Colorado with a 6th round pick.
Legs like tree trunks, very good against the run. Not necessarily the quick first step to be a pass rushing threat. My curiosity is, can he add some bulk to the frame and be a 2 to 3 down lineman in the NFL? I think he can. He's very small. I want to say he's 285, 290. Needs to add the bulk. Leverage is good. Just not that burst off the jump that I'm looking for, so he would have to add bulk to the frame and be kind of a run stuffer.
All right, and the final pick for the Dallas Cowboys in the 2021 NFL Draft at 238, Ernest Brown, the 4th edge rusher out of Northwestern.
The tape on him in 2019 would have got him taken in the second day. He falls to here because the tape was not as good last year. Still wasn't bad. But 6'5", 270, does he move to the interior? Because he's not necessarily a great edge rusher. You're not going to get great pass rush from him. But this is a guy that I think in time could develop into a 3-down lineman. He has to gain the moves. He has a very limited arsenal of moves, but he is 6'5", 270. This is a guy that he can slim down a little bit, and you can try to niche him into a pass rusher, bulk him up a little bit, and make him a run stopper on the outside.
The ceiling is the roof for the Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott returning from injury. You'll hear all of their picks in the instant analysis right here in the Wicked Weed studio all 3 days of the NFL draft. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Share it with your friends as well so they will see all the draft prep that we are churning out here in the Sportsocracy. 7-round mock drafts continue right here from the Wicked Weed studio, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different.